Hey y'all, I'm back here in person rocking my Hellfire Club shirt. And you might know what that means. This is a Blu-ray video, but this isn't exactly what you'd think because this is a video from Huck's Pop Culture Cafe here on YouTube. He gave us the challenge to find every movie from each letter of the alphabet, like one movie from each letter of the alphabet that we take with us to like a desert island or something like that. So this is my like desert island go-tos. I do have some backup picks as well here, a lot of them, and yeah, without further ado, let's get into here. So I do have a little twist at the end because I can't go without having a TV show to watch. And there's one TV show in particular that kind of goes along with one of the movies that I picked. So yeah, let's just dive in. So, starting with the numbers because he did say that we could have a numeric, pick, and my pick was 8 Mile. Now, I was originally going to go with Skyfall because 007, but I didn't because that could have been like a cheat. And also, I do want to mention that there are 5 cheats, so you could have multiples, like 5 multiple movies for like different letters, or if they're in a collection. And I have quite a few. I think I do have 5. So, yeah, I didn't cheat for this one though. So, 8 Mile, great movie. I love it. Next up for A, we have Army of Darkness. Now, you're probably thinking there's so many other picks that you could have gone with A, but I need some goof in my desert island life, so Army of Darkness is what I would pick. Very goofy movie, but I've watched that movie so many times it's not even funny. Now my favorite movie of all time, Baby Driver. I absolutely love this movie, and I know it's probably blasphemous to you guys that I didn't pick the Back to the Future trilogy as my first cheat, but you'll see that later. You'll see that a little bit later. But Baby Driver is my favorite movie of all time, my number one. Absolutely perfect action movie, in my opinion. Next up for C, we have Collateral. One of my favorite action movies as well. Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx are both awesome in that movie, so definitely great. And this one also has 2 discs, so extra special features. If I can open this up, because it has the clippers on it. So yeah, disc 1 with Tom Cruise on it, and disc 2 with Jamie Foxx on it. Awesome movie. Next up, we have Deadpool, another goofy action movie that I will need to rewatch multiple times, and you'll see its sequel later on. Next up, for E, we have E.T. I am very much due for a rewatch on this movie. It's been such a long time since I've seen it, and you're probably wondering, where's Everything Everywhere All at Once? Because that's one of your favorite movies of all time. You'll see that in a little bit. But I think I could rewatch E.T. a lot more than I could Everything Everywhere All at Once. Okay, now my first cheat, because I could not pick between these 2 movies that I have right here, Forrest Gump and Free Guy. I was going to use 2 cheats right here, but for this letter, because Fight Club is a movie that I absolutely love and I need to rewatch. But these movies are way more rewatchable than Fight Club, in my opinion. I know it might be kind of blasphemous that I didn't pick Fight Club over these 2 movies, but I can't live without these 2 movies. So that's my first cheat. And I know it's not in like a multi-pack or anything, but I could not pick between those 2 movies. So that is my first cheat. Another one, cheat number 2 already. We have the Grand Budapest Hotel and the Goonies. The Grand Budapest Hotel, I'm due for a rewatch, and even though I've already watched it like very, very recently, I need to rewatch this movie because it is awesome. Great comedy. But The Goonies is one of my most rewatched movies of all time. It's a classic, so absolutely love both of these movies. And I can't live without them. Next up, we have The Hangover, one of my absolute favorite comedies of all time. It's genius, very well written, and you'll see another Todd Phillips movie, believe it or not, later on in this list, even though I didn't have a single Fincher movie in this. And he's my favorite, well, probably like my second or third favorite director of all time. Alright, cheat number 3, here we go. The Indiana Jones Trilogy, not the 4 movies, because I can do without Kingdom of the Crystal Skull. This is my trilogy set, so 1, 2, 3, and bonus materials. So yeah, again, get bonus features with this one, so Indiana Jones and the Adventures of Indiana Jones, the trilogy. So, yep, can't live without the first 3 Indiana Jones movies, because those movies are classic. Joker, another Todd Phillips movie, like I was saying. Great movie. Yeah, I was thinking Jaws, because I love Jaws, but if I'm on an island, I don't want to be scared of the sharks. So, yeah. Yeah. I don't want to be scared that I'm living on an island. So, yeah. Cheat number 4. I know, I'm already using a ton of cheats. We have the Karate Kid movies. This isn't including the next Karate Kid, but it has the remake in there. But honestly, I just watch 1, 2, and 3, because those are my favorites of the franchise. In that order, 1, 2, and then 3. But you'll see Karate Kid stuff later on, like I was talking about TV shows, and if you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Logan, I want to say this is probably my favorite comic book movie of all time, but it comes in close competition with another movie coming up later on the list, and Deadpool, which we already talked about. But yeah, Logan, great movie. The Matrix. Oh, final cheat actually. The Matrix and Mission Impossible Fallout. I didn't pick Top Gun for this, and I needed a Tom Cruise action movie in my life, so Mission Impossible Fallout. And if Top Gun Maverick was, on physical media, that might have been in this. But you'll see my T pick later. And then The Matrix, because I need some hardcore sci-fi action while I'm on the island. Movies that make you think. Napoleon Dynamite as my N. And this is just another comedy that I need to cheer up myself, so yeah. This one might be a strange pick, but I needed some more animation in there, because 1, childhood, because this movie was my childhood, and 2, because it makes me laugh. Over the Hedge, one of the most quotable movies in my opinion. The red wagon, the blue cooler, Stella. I love that movie so much. Paddington 2. You'll see a movie that's actually in close relation to this, but has literally no connection to it, besides a mention of this. So, I love Paddington 2, though. Very close to being beaten by another, trilogy and then just another movie in general. But yeah, I love Paddington 2, so couldn't go without that one. A Quiet Place for Q, great movie. I could have gone with 2, but I love this one. A little bit more than the second one, I'd say. Ratatouille for R, one of my absolute favorite movies of all time, and because, well, it's probably going to just make me hungry while I'm on the island, but, yeah, it's Ratatouille. I mean, it's a classic. Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, because This is probably my favorite comic book movie of all time. I'm not sure. It's a close competition between those like three that I was talking about, but yeah, it's a great movie. Terminator 2 Judgment Day 4T. Now this one could easily be taken out of the list, but it like in 2 months time because Top Gun Maverick comes out 1st of November on Blu-ray, but T2 currently is my T. The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. See what I was talking about with Paddington 2? Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, because I just couldn't go without, like, basically my thinking is, watch Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent, watch Paddington 2, right after that. So, yeah, I love that movie as well. V for Vendetta. I didn't have a ton of picks for V, but I did go with this one. There's one other one that I was thinking of, like VFW, but I just decided to go with this one above that because I think that's a way better made movie. Whiplash, because I play the drums. I'm not in a band or anything, but I play the drums in my free time when I'm not doing videos for YouTube or watching movies. I play the drums, and I love this movie because it is so intense, and I hope that I never have a band director that is Terrence Fletcher, a.k.a. J.K. Simmons, in this movie. Whew. Okay. That was a lot of talking about drums. X-Men Days of Future Past, my favorite X-Men movie outside of Deadpool, but yeah, that's a great movie. I think I would have either gone with X or First Class if it wasn't for that movie, but yeah. A movie that I haven't seen before, but is the only movie in my collection that starts with Y. Young Frankenstein. I love that. I don't love that movie because I haven't seen it, but yeah, I might as well just give it the first time watch on the island. And finally, with Z, we have Zombieland. One of my favorite comedies. I could have gone with a cheat and done Zombieland 1 and 2, but nah. And then, finally, TV show. Now, I don't have the complete set, but I have seasons 1 and 2 right here in the set. Cobra Kai, seasons 1 and 2, because, I mean, I'd binge the Karate Kid trilogy and then watch seasons 1 through 5 so far. If I had to go to the island and I had all 5 seasons available, I'd watch this. So then, we got those out of the way. Now we have to talk about my backup movies because there's a lot of other movies that I would have picked over these movies. But man, let's just fly through these. The Rocky franchise, this is 1 through 4, absolutely amazing. It would probably get me to want to work out, but I won't have workout equipment. So, RoboCop, because, yeah. Oh man, I love that movie. Not Perks of Being a Wallflower, that's up next. Planet of the Apes trilogy, great trilogy. Perks of Being a Wallflower, one of my favorite coming-of-age movies. We have Signs, a movie that means a lot to me because I watched it for Halloween last year and then did a presentation for a class over that movie, and it got me a good grade, so yeah. Nobody, because I would want an intense action movie with Saul Goodman in it. The Nice Guys, it's just a great action movie. Die Hard, because I didn't pick any Christmas movies. I should have gone with Die Hard for D. But, yeah. Deadpool 2, because I can't pick one or the other. Do I want Deadpool or Deadpool 2? Because I just like to just go Deadpool straight into Deadpool 2. But when I'm watching those, but I can't if I'm only doing, one movie for each letter. Everything Everywhere All at Once, here it is. It's such a great movie and I want to rewatch it, but I need to watch E.T. way more than that movie. But I do love Everything Everywhere All at Once. Star Wars, the original trilogy. If I had another cheat, I would have gone with this, but you can only do so much. And I Am Your Father could not do it for me. Sadly, it couldn't. It couldn't make it in. And it makes me sad, but yeah, I have to leave Star Wars behind completely. But I'm not leaving the X-Men trilogy, the X-Men series behind for some reason. Shrek 1 and 2 because okay, if I'm going to do Shrek, I can't just watch the first one. I have to watch Shrek 2 because Shrek 2 is honestly a better made movie, but Shrek 1 has the better memes. So, I mean, if I'm going to have a meme-based movie, Shrek is in there. Fight Club, that's the Fincher pick that I wanted to do, but no, because there's only 5 cheats. I'm sorry, Huck. Jurassic World, if you're watching, Huck, I'm sorry. The Jurassic Park movies, I would have only gone with the first one if I could have, but I didn't have just the single first. The Lego Movie, because everything is awesome, especially when you're alone on a desert island. Not really, though. That song would, like, have nothing to do with being on a desert island. The Lost Boys, because I need some vampires in my life. Kill Bill 1 and 2, because I can't just have one or the other. The Martian, because it would make me feel good about being alone. And it would inspire me to make a garden on a desert island. Yeah. You know what I mean, right? If you've seen the movie, you know what I mean. Man of Steel, because I didn't have a single DC movie in here. I had Joker and V for Vendetta. I don't even remember what I picked. Knives Out, because, yeah, it's a great movie. I don't know any reasons, because it's just great. King of Staten Island, I would have gone with this because it's one of the most uplifting movies I've ever seen. But no, because there's only 5 cheats. Inglourious Bastards and Interstellar, 2 very different movies, but I wish I could have gone with this one because Buongiorno, Antonio Margheriti, and what's the other one? Gorlami, yeah. Yeah, I love that movie. That's another very quotable movie to me. And surprisingly, I went with Over the Hedge, but not that. Happy Gilmore, because, again, one of my favorite comedies. I wish I could have brought that one, but nah. Oh, and then finally, wrapping this video, the Back to the Future trilogy. I'm letting all sorts of people down, man. I would have gone with that one if Baby Driver wasn't my favorite movie, but yeah, you can only do so much. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and go subscribe to Huck's Pop Culture Cafe. I'll leave his channel link down in the description. So yeah, thank you guys, and stay tuned for more videos in the future. Bye-bye.